So Abaddon the Despoiler is the warmaster of chaos. He's got a ton of legions behind him and is trying to take down the Imperium of Man. But it's challenging. He has constant losses and issues. And you might think, why does this keep happening? He has such power at his disposal. Well, new Arks of Omen book, Abaddon, it does give some insight in what it means to lead these legions. So I'm going to read a section here from page 8 that gives some detail on what he's up against. So for a little context here, Abadonn is looking at visions across the galaxy, trying to plan his next move. And he says he wants to attack Terra from a position of absolute strength. It says, quote, easier said than done, he reflected, when one commanded such anarchic hosts as his. Even to use such terms as command stretched the truth to breaking point. The hordes claiming to follow Abadonn's banner might be without number, but their agendas were myriad and often aligned with only his through fear or self-interest. Worse, behind so many of the champions and warbands, the dark magi and towering god machines lurked the influence of the dark gods. Abadonn had sworn millennia before that he would not be their pawn, yet resisting the gods' influence himself was not the same as keeping his followers free of their taint. The gods of chaos did not wish to see their greatest mortal champion win victory without being forced to beg their aid, nor for him to prevail while in thrall to one of their infernal rivals. Thus, the very entities whose power and patronage should have seen Abadonn's victory assured, instead warred and politicked through the medium of mortal and infernal puppets alike. Their influence sowed conflict through the host he sought to command. So I know Abadonn's a bad guy here, but you kind of feel for him a little bit. He's trying to organize chaos behind him, and it's almost impossible. And if you think about why he's had so few major victories, it's because the very patrons who should be supporting him support him just enough to make it interesting, but because he won't beg for their help and be fully under their influence, they won't support him. They want his full loyalty so they can get one over on the other chaos gods. It just shows the beauty of the design of chaos, right? It's this super powerful force, but because they're so focused on themselves and evil and corrupt, they can't even put that aside to get ultimate victory. I think it's so cool when you get little flavor, little lore like this in the story. So what do you think about Abaddon, the great game, and what he's up against with his Chaos Legions? I just love to hear a little bit of this context. And hey, I feel a little bad for my guy Abaddon. What do you guys think? Let me know down below.